annoyed at us. But hey, go for the vlog, alright?
Reminds me of your voice.
I have to like cool off for a second and make a good footage of me.
You can still have my thoughts, tell you through these songs. I write them as notes on my phone instead of writing you. Moments aren't ghosts in my mind, but they're bright and blue, and blue, and blue. And 10 years down the road, I'll still be sitting on the floor, writing about you, writing about you. Lines about midnight car rides and the color of your eyes. Thinking about you, thinking about you. Take a shower to find feelings again. No, I can't get it out of my head. Yeah. Ain't gonna lie, I kinda like the rush. Your mind was on fire. No eyes out.
Film everything. Every moment can be a capturable moment.
Getting drunk on somebody else's lines. They come to me in words, no I can help it. Should probably just leave it, but I can help it. Those moments are no ghosts in my mind.
It's not very sexy anymore.
And 10 years down the road, I'll still be sitting on the floor, writing about you.
That video you just watched was my cruise aesthetic vlog, and everything looked fun and fine and dandy and amazing. But I'm gonna tell you a story about something that actually happened. So our second excursion, we were at Belize. We had to get off the big cruise ship and then we had to get onto these little boats that brought us over. So in the morning, we organized ourselves and we sailed over. Then after that, got onto another boat, a much smaller boat, and we got sailed out to a private island in Belize where we were going to spend the day. So we had 3 different boats, and navigating 20-ish people over these boats was really difficult. The rules for cruise ships are, if you're not on the boat by the time that the final call has been sounded, they're going to leave you. So that already kind of puts a little bit of stress in your heart. We got over to the private island and we went snorkeling, but naturally, at the end of it all, I was exhausted. We got our big group and we got back onto boat to go back to Belize. We got off these boats and there was this long walkway and then a dock that went out to the ferry boats that would take us back to the cruise ship, which was way out there. When we got off the little boat, I had to go to the bathroom. By the time that gotten back to the main group, there were like half of them there. There weren't a lot of them. And I was like, where did everybody else go? And one of the moms was like, oh, they're all going back to the ship. And I was like, oh, cool. Okay, so I'm just gonna run and catch up with. I could see the other half of the group that was going onto the boat. So I just started like walking really fast. They could only fit a certain amount of people on each boat. And right as I was walking up, they drew the line. They're like, sorry, you're gonna have to wait for the next boat. Okay, I will just wait. I was like, how long will it take for the boat to come back? They said 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I can wait alone. I was completely alone. Eventually, I got on the boat, went back to the cruise ship. I went up to the room and I had a nice shower and I went out to eat lunch with my little brother. And I was just enjoying myself. Walking back from eating lunch, all of our rooms were pretty much next to each other. My friend Alexa stuck her head out of my door. She had wet hair, she had a towel on. Is that Lily? Everybody still thinks you're on the island of Belize, Lily. They're running around trying to find you and nobody knows where you are. Lily, they're all back at the island. They might not make it onto the boat. Oh my gosh. We started freaking out. My mom started freaking out. Everyone was trying to figure out what to do, because if you've ever been on a cruise, you know that there is no service. So our phones are gone. And it was about 3:55. The last boat was leaving at 4:30, so they didn't have a lot of time. It reached 4:30. I was walking down the stairs and the group that had stayed on Belize came out of the elevator just as I was going, and like 2 of them were crying and my brother was livid, scared that I had been abducted or kidnapped, because I'm a 16-year-old girl who was relatively alone. I could have dealt with it better. I could have notified someone that I was leaving. But it was all okay. and we're all back safely. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.
Go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it. Sing, oh yeah.